Right now at 5 o'clock, continued fallout after two recent deadly police shootings in the city of Hartford. The most recent one happened last week.
Stephen Jones, shot several times, died yesterday. Now activists are calling for justice. A little more than a week before that, police in Hartford shot and killed Everard Walker as well on Capitol Avenue. Right now, advocates are gathering, requested by Walker's family to remember him.
Channel 3's Amanda Callahan is your reporter at the vigil with more on their message tonight. Amanda.
Well, Mark and Aaron, this vigil is expected to start in just a matter of minutes. We're at the corner of Garden and Westland Streets here in Hartford. Now, Walker's family asked Mothers United Against Violence to put this together to honor his life. Tomorrow marks 2 weeks since the 53-year-old was fatally shot by a Hartford police officer during a mental health call. Body camera video shows what happened inside Walker's apartment on Capitol Ave. Walker's family said they called 211 for help. Hartford police responded along with the Capital Region mental health team. The footage shows Walker holding a knife when officers enter the apartment. Then shots were fired. Walker later died at the hospital. The medical examiner's report said he was shot 3 times and his death was ruled a homicide. Now his family plans to file a wrongful death lawsuit against both the city and the police department. The Inspector General is still investigating both of those shootings. They both involved police officers, and both suspects are dead. Just happened in about 2 weeks' time. Now, coming up on Eyewitness News later tonight, we'll hear from Walker's family. Reporter live in Hartford, Amanda Callahan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Amanda, thank you. And